What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about API3, not IP3, API3. Now, API3 has been on a tear for the last 24 hours, so we're going to take a look at what's going on, and we'll take a look at what this can do in terms of price. I think a new all-time high for this coin is fairly inevitable, and I'll talk about that in this video. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel, and in the videos I showed everyone I was buying these cryptos up because I thought they were going to hit new highs. I thought they were going to have great profits, and you can see what you would have got from putting $100 into these coins when I released my videos and selling in 18 months, and these coins all blasted up in just under 18 months. So say you put in $100 into each one, that's $2,600 investment in total. Selling 18 months on, your net profit would have been over 123 grand, which is not bad. Now, I sold all of these. Since the market crashed, I've been buying up new cryptos, and I share these cryptos on my website, CopyMyCryptocom. So anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what coin I'm buying, why I'm buying it, what gains I think it can have, what percentage of my money I'm putting in, and the members can copy along. When I sell a coin, I let my members know what coin I'm selling, what percentage I'm selling, and what I'm doing with my profits. Am I reinvesting them? Am I banking them? And again, they can copy along. Now, CopyMyCryptocom is where I do all the work. I dive into the markets daily. When I find a coin I think has huge profit potential, like I said with all of these coins like NKN and Theta and Phantom, then I get in on them and I tell the members all about them and where they can get them. There is no work involved with the members. They can literally copy along, make the exact same profits I do, except they don't have to do 10,000 hours of research. Now, if that sounds good to you, head over to CopyMyCrypto.com and just have a look over that site. Read everything on the site. And everything you read, everything you see, everything you watch, everything you see, whether it's the members celebrating their wins, you can verify. It's all on the history of this channel. And if after reading it you like it, maybe I'll see you there. But go check that out now before watching the rest of this video. Right, API3. So in the last 24 hours, it's about 35%. So why is that? Well, API3 has hit a couple of landmarks. So a couple of weeks ago, the Oracle service hit a major milestone with over 250,000 requests since it launched earlier in the year. And QRNG gives developers a solution for generating truly random numbers on chain, available as a public good on over 19 networks. And we actually saw this pump to around 55%. Now, this almost seems like a random pump, as API has been experiencing a lot of short interest in the last few weeks, so a lot of people have been shorting it. Now, API3 has a very good use case. It's a decentralized API Oracle network. Now, there's not been any new developments on the fundamentals to justify the huge rally, so we'll probably see a wave of shorts sending it back down at some point. But as of right now, API3 has been on a hell of a tear. Now, what's good about API3 is it's a first-party Oracle. Most oracles are third parties. They're a middleman between networks. So if you look at like a chain link as an example, it's a middleman. API3 is embedded within networks. So their first party price reference data feeds are on 10 networks and they're just embedded. So there's no middleman within this. And they've been introducing pretty damn good products as well. So just so you know, they're available on 10 networks as of right now, and they're absolutely rocketing. So in terms of oracles, what's important here is an oracle is so necessary. Like, oracles are one of the most necessary things within crypto, probably the most necessary beyond a layer 1. And they are vital for all of DeFi. They're vital for, they're vital for centralized exchanges. They're vital for bridges. Effectively, a bridge is a souped up fancy oracle. And bridge has been one of the most hacked things over the past couple of years. And as a result, there has never been a bigger need for a decentralized Oracle service, one that is hack resilient. And that's what API3 is effectively, because it's embedded, because there's no middleman scenario with their data feeds, because it's all embedded APIs. There is no issue here, and I think API3 is going to grow pretty spectacularly. They have the Air node, which is the Web3 middleware that connects the web APIs directly to smart contracts. And that's one of their more recent products. But the API3 token is what runs everything. So you've got staking. You can stake API3 and you get voting power. Obviously, that's all for your governance situation. It's also the lifeblood of the network. The pool of stake tokens provides coverage for Web3 API beacons and the decentralized APIs. And lock-in tokens allows developers to subscribe to the API access. So a lot of tokens are taken out of circulation because you need to developers need to lock them up to ensure that they get all access to all of the API services. And they are really, really doing quite well. Again, there's not been huge developments. There's not been huge changes. There's not been a significant piece of news that's come out that's blown this up. It's probably a case of, a short squeeze that's allowed for a pump. So I'm sure it will come back. But as you can see, these are all the the projects that have embedded with API3, along with some of the venture capital firms. So it's absolutely blown up. And again, while I think the pump is short term, it's probably it's broken through some key resistance. It's a short squeeze against the shorts that we're in. They have some solid products. And look, Chainlink is the undisputed king of oracles. But of course, Chainlink will have a pump. And when Chainlink has a pump, we will start seeing a ton of different oracles having pumps. And API3 now, with the growth that they've had over the past couple of years, this is looking stronger and stronger and stronger. Do not be surprised for this to break its previous high. And if we actually take a look at what its previous high was, we will be able to see that it hit highs of $10.31. I actually think this can double that. I would not be shocked whatsoever to see this bang up to around $20. That would put it at a market cap of around 1.6 billion. Or 1.7 billion, which I don't think is outlandish, given that API3 is one of the most decentralized Oracle products on the market at the moment. API3 and Teller in particular are two that I'm quite fond of in terms of where I think gains can be had. I think it is so vital that we see oracles with decentralization, and the reason for that as well is when we see an oracle exploited. If an oracle is centralized, it can that exploit can affect every DeFi product that it's connected to. So having a truly decentralized oracle, and especially one that's embedded particularly into every network, means that exploits are far, far harder. As a result, those networks should be better secured, certainly in terms of price, in terms of data feeds, and that's key. So I could see this really banging up to around $20. I don't think that's crazy. And when we look at the pump that Chainlink had from the first bull cycle to second, you can see that Chainlink absolutely rocketed because it was the first of its kind. I don't think we'll see that kind of growth from other oracles, but we will still see some dramatic growth for oracles because they are vitally important to all of crypto. And API3 has positioned itself insanely well. But what do you guys think? Do you think this can do more than $20? Do you think this will do $50? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're a returning viewer, and you've never subscribed, hit the subscribe button and go through info on this channel. You're not going to get in other places. And if you're a new viewer, do the same. If you've never subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Because again, we go through info, we go through data on this channel you don't get anywhere else. And guys, if you want to take the work out of your crypto investing, if you want to make it all easier on yourself, head over to CopyMyCrypto.com. That is a website I run where I share with all the members everything I'm doing. Anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what the coin is, why I'm buying it, what percentage of my money I'm putting in. And when I sell a coin, I do the same thing. What percentage am I selling? Why am I selling it? What am I doing with my profits? There is no work for any of the members. They can copy along to exactly what I'm doing, make the exact same profits I do. It takes the thousands of hours work out of it for everyone that's involved. That's why we now have over 3,000 members. And if you want to see the successes that we've had, you can head over to the website. You'll see what the members have earned since joining. Everything on the website, by the way, is fully verifiable. It's all on the history of this YouTube channel. So you can confirm every single thing you read and make an informed decision if this is something that you want to try. There's a CopyMyCrypto.com link in the description. Get over to the site now to see if this is something you want to try. Compare your results in the last bull cycle against the members. And if they don't stack up, maybe CopyMyCrypto.com is for you. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Take care. Bye.